Read the very bottom right. Shoot, wait. Oh, that's all right.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Shadows to Moon podcast with a little bit of chaos. If you're looking for some talk on the paranormal, cryptozoology, UFO community with some self-empowerment and tarot thrown in there, then you come to the right place. I'm your host, Shadows to Moon, and sitting across from me as always is my co-host with the most, Mr. Chaos. So sit back, relax, and let's join in the conversation. Hello, everybody.
Well, hello, Heather, Andy, and Nicole.
What is going on? How is everybody?
Check it out. I made it here before the show started.
I know. Surprise, surprise. You're the best around.
Did that with your hair. You look like a rocker.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was in the middle of closing.
Ooh, today's Andy K's birthday?
What?
No. Another day older than dirt.
Happy birthday. Why do I have 2D Live? What the hell's going on here?
You're the one that did it.
That's weird. I have 2D Live chats.
I don't
And
even
2
have,
Yahoo chats.
I got one. No, I'm on Restream.
Apparently, I didn't shut down the chats yesterday.
I do that all the time on the weekends.
I'm like, what the hell happened here? It's weird.
Doing good, Heather.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Raining again. Oh, yeah, I read that. Why the hell did you say happy birthday? I'm confused. And he was just messing around.
I'm so confused. Yeah, that's what, okay.
What the fart?
Andy's like, I was hatched on December 25th. That's why I can walk on water and turn wine into something like water.
I thought it was the other way around.
I'm so confused.
So is Heather.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's raining there too.
Yes, I don't know. Oy vey. Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, Giggle Pickles.
How you doing, Giggles?
How are ya? Welcome. Andy can turn food into shit.
I think we all can do that.
We all
Hi,
have
Christina.
that mystical power. Hey, Christina, how are ya?
Some can just turn it into runnier shit than others.
Ew. God. Leave it to you guys.
Yeah, no, Andy, that would be your friend. You're the one who sent me the damn video. Hey, Randy's Adventures.
Hey, Randy's Adventures, how are you? Welcome. How you doing?
Remind me never to show you that video.
I'm never watching that video. Ever.
I still want to puke just thinking about it.
Hey, Freaky Geek.
What's up, Freaky?
Did you guys see? We got to see the mysterious Freaky Geek's hand. Did you get to see it?
I was trying to figure out what the hell he's holding. But he made two of them.
He's getting adventurous. We got to see his hand.
Good thing he didn't sneeze.
I know.
All would have moved. You'd have seen his whole face.
I know. Oh, listen.
No.
No. See, Eddie knows I am not going to see any video that is shared by you, Andy.
Well, that's not true, but
Well, yeah, that's right, but
I just know which ones to show her and which ones not to show her.
Freaky Geek said it's a man from Nerdy Crafter Kit.
We're doing good, Randy.
I thought it was the Stay Puft guy. No, not the Stay Puft guy.
Yeah, Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, that. What was freaky? He was holding.
He was holding something. What worried me is it was right in front of his face.
Freaky Geek said, "Oh, it took several shots to get that one." I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure she won't mind. You're right, Andy.
Yeah, I know, right, Freaky Geek?
Oh, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Welcome, everybody, to Freaky News Friday. We got some really interesting news to talk about. Well, no, it's news, but we're going to be talking some. I know, you guys are always lurking.
That's
Obviously,
freaky.
that's why the chat was still up from yesterday. So we're going to talk about some astonishing human heads. We are. Then, how about this? How would you be walking around, right? Going down and walking anywhere, actually, and just seeing a four-legged whale walking around.
Do what?
Do what?
Do what?
Then we're going to... Did you guys see the news report about the ABC News was interrupted by a satanic ritual? Yeah. Yeah.
How the hell is that possible?
I don't know. Then we're talking about, could AI be the future of crime solving?
Man, Andy wants to know if the four-legged whale was spotted in the Sahara.
That would be even creepier.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
It could be. You never know. We'll see. Well, when we get to that news. So I guess there's a new wave going around with plastic surgeons.
Randy says exactly. Do what? I saw that.
So I guess people are going to plastic surgeons and asking to be shaped in alien-looking faces.
Oh, that's so when the aliens do come to take over, they'll think that they're, part of their race and they're safe.
Right, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Then it asks, can science explain near-death experiences? And then an Indian boy astounds a village with a remarkable reincarnation claim. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad my phone's turned off. Nicole says, I sent you a new profile picture for you to use.
Oh, no. That's crazy. All right, shall we get started?
Why not?
All right. I hope everybody's well.
And, by the way, happy everybody over on the podcast and that.
Yes, hello to everybody listening in the podcast.
Seems how Shadows forgot about all of you.
No, I'd never forget about
Yeah, you did.
those guys. No, I did
You
not.
get ready to start the damn show
Yes.
without saying hi to them.
All right. Anyway, I got stuck there for a minute.
I confused her.
You did. So, like I said, the first story we're going to come across today is the astonishing human heads. So, what it's talking about is they're doing satellite photographs and to make cartographical and geographical information. So, the ancient maps that they found reveal Antarctica completely free of glaciers.
Thank you, Heather.
Years ago. Thank you, Heather, for the 10 lemons. Okay, so according to experts in ancient cartography and oceanography, only a very advanced maritime culture exploring Antarctica after the end of the last ice age, 11,000 years ago, could possibly have created such maps. See, who is this suddenly incredibly advanced civilization? So they found this whole new civilization from Antarctica. The failure to find an acceptable answer to this cartographic mystery led to the speculation that ancient maps were produced by highly advanced aliens. What do you think?
I think somebody's, you know,
Well, they're saying it because to produce maps of huge, like the huge continent, right?
right.
They could only be plotted accurately from aerial perspective.
The Hubble.
Like no, this is 11,000 years ago. They didn't have the Hubble. I mean, the Hubble's good, but I don't think it can see back that far.
No, well, I don't even think you could see anymore. I think
No, it is. They got it working again.
Oh, did you get it right? Because
Yeah.
I knew it went.
Yeah, no, they got it working again. So they're saying without the aerial perspective, using the surveying equipment that we use today, basically, how could they?
The stars.
You think so?
Why not? That's how ships used to navigate themselves without knowing where land was.
Right. So they're saying aliens excluded, which highly technical advanced cartographers could traverse
Hey,
our...
Rain.
Hey, Rain, how are you?
Well,
Hey,
Randy, it goes back a long way on that, Randy. It's that we were never the first ones here.
Right. So they're asking, of course, where did they come from? How did they come to possess the expertise and navigational ability to sail vast oceans? And most importantly, to record their findings on maps, alleged to have been the source of information passed to modern explorers like Columbus, Cook, Magellan, Vasco da Gama, for example. But that's the thing, right? That's the thing, to me, at least to me, is we look back, right? We think about our ancient people of the past, and a lot of people, all they think about is Neanderthals, right? And that they didn't have brains, that they weren't smart or anything like that.
Freaky Rain is not new.
So let me open this up so you guys can see. No, I don't want. I do enjoy this site, but I don't want to subscribe. Okay.
Sure you do.
You all right over there?
I ain't all right.
So,
COVID.
to quote an example, there's the 16th century Bach map, which Bach, claims to have been made by a very ancient civilization with accurately mapped the content of the Antarctica completely free of its 1 mile deep ice cap. However, no concrete proof to substantiate his claims. Experts suspect Bach's map was probably the product of a vivid imagination. But was it? So here's the picture of the map.
Well, Andy's really got an imagination. Neanderthals didn't need wings. They merely hitched a lift on flying pink mammoths.
There you go. See, they were up in the... Let me go ahead. So that's the map.
That's pretty detailed for 11,000 years ago.
So he claims that's the map that he found or whatever. You know what I mean? It was made by...
I'm just saying, that's pretty damn detailed.
Right. So it goes on to say, as soon as I can get these ads out of the way,
Stupid ads.
I know. God. Map of the southern lands contained between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Pole, where the new discoveries. You're the best.
Rain knows she is.
New
They all know
discoveries
they're the best.
made in 1739 to the South Cape of Good Hope seen. Hope. What? Tropic of Canada and Antarctic Pole, where the new discoveries made in 1739 to the south of the Cape of Good Hope may be seen, by Philip Bach, right? So, author, space archaeologist, and independent researcher William James Veal has taken advantage of Antarctica's present narrow extension of the coastal deglaciation and use remote sensing satellite photography to expose a number of absolute astonishing human heads and animal portraits together when inscriptious material clearly demonstrate someone had touched down on at least 3 separate areas of Antarctica coastline in the distant past. So, let me pull this up.
I agree with Freaky. He says, don't forget when people made things in the past, it made them to last and in great detail. Not like today where they are made to break a week after you buy them.
This is true. That is true. So this is the modern map of Antarctica, right? Indicating the section of the Ross Sea coastline, the subject of the archaeologist William James Veal's probing by remote sensing satellite.
Hey, Spitfire.
In red. Right here, obviously.
Well, they're up on the left side.
Oh, yeah, there is up here, too.
Yeah.
Right. So, in the extended ice-free section of Ross Sea, the Ross Sea, right here, coastline, as shown on the AD 1512 map, marked in green. So this is the 1512 map.
That's how much bigger it used to be? Or is that what they thought the size of Antarctica was?
Well, this is all Antarctica.
Okay.
But this is with the ice gone. This is what it would look like if the ice wasn't gone. Or was gone. Do you see what I'm saying?
The green spot there.
The green spot is, like I said, this was shown in a map in 1512.
Okay, so that was an extension of the map that we're looking at now.
Right.
That used to be either icebergs or whatever.
Right.
Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Okay. Sorry.
Well, don't apologize. I'm the one that's, duh.
No, you're not. So it says many readers, he goes on to say many readers of ancient origins already know I use the technique of remote sensing satellite photography to expose ground-based imagery, rock sculptures, pictures, petroglyphs, all that sort of stuff, symbols. Currently, I'm also involved in using satellite technology for extremely important services of detection, preservation, and protection, which is cool, because he's protecting them against theft and acts of vandalism. Hey, Spitfire, which is awesome. So, using the same technique, right? He says he's been very successful tracing the coastline hops of like transoceanic voyagers around South America, the seaboard of Northeast America, Newfoundland, and West Coast Africa. So these are ancient symbols that he's found while doing this.
Oh, look, it's the timetables.
Right? So they're asking, was Antarctica once ice-free? Following the rather fruitful foray along the east coast of Australia, he said he decided to chance his luck and test the statement made by the Greek cartographer and mathematician Marnus of Tyre, who in 400 BC reported he had knowledge of an ancient map depicting Antarctica free of ice.
Could it have been free of ice? Could it have been the fact that the Ice Age actually is what created Antarctica?
You're right, Rain. It is weird how maps have changed. Andy says, I believe the Peary maps also show the Bimini Roads, which is now underwater. Yeah, but can be still scuba dived. Yeah, those are wild to look at. I watch a lot of that stuff on TV, the documentaries where they go and scuba dive there. It says, he goes on, he says, logically, the nearest point of any transoceanic contact with Antarctica using the eastern Australian coastline as a guide would cross the South Atlantic, sail into Antarctica Circle, and come ashore at some point roughly in the region of Wilkesland, the same area selected by Ross in AD 1840 to 1843. Hey, Simon. So it's really cool how he's done all this to see if you could actually get to Antarctica. Do you know what I mean? Not just the outskirts of Antarctica. To make this map.
Why wouldn't you be able to? I mean, yeah, it's they say it's uninhabitable. But there's people that have been there.
Right.
I mean, they have what? I don't want to say a military fucking situation, building or something. But they got some shit there.
No, there is, because Antarctica is, like, nobody owns it. So we all have military stations there. If you go look on Google Maps, or not Google Maps, Google Earth, you can find all the bases. So, I mean...
And Simon, you missed the very beginning of the discussion. That's what it was about. Was Antarctica actually iceless at one point in time?
So firstly, they're asking, how did Marinus of Tyre learn of the existence of Antarctica in 400 BC? And secondly, did Bach really have access to the ancient maps, which allowed him to construct what he claimed to be a true representation of Antarctica, minus its covering of frozen ice and snow? So apparently it was Aristotle who told Marinus of the existence of the continent named Terra Australis, surrounding the South Pole. Marinus then marked the world map he was compiling from other ancient maps with this same title. But most fascinating of all is his map showed Terra Australis, Antarctica, without the traditional ice shield. However, the ancient maps Marinus allegedly used mysteriously disappeared, so we have no way of verifying the story. By the same token, this does not explain how other ancient cartographers like Orientis, Phineas, or... No, shut up. I knew you were going to say that. And Haji Ahmad could also claim they have access to maps 6,000 years old, 4,000 BC, basically, depicting the continent of Antarctica completely free of the ice cap. From where did their maps originate and who compiled them?
I'm going to have to disagree with Simon on this. He says, I personally think Atlantis is Antarctica. I'm going to have to disagree because we watched a lot of Discovery dives and this and that, and they have actually found parts of Atlantis underwater. And it's not even near Antarctica.
Well, no, we haven't gotten to the whole season yet, but I mean, I honestly think to really, and Andy knows what I'm talking about, the Eye of the Sahara.
No, he should.
Or not the Eye of the Sahara. No, because he also sent me the video that I had watched. What is it? Is it the Eye of the Sahara? Not Sahara. Yeah, it is. The Atlantic Ocean is named for Atlantis. Also, some theorize that the Eye of Africa. I really think. Yeah, the Eye of Sahara. Let me see. Open image. Helps to share the screen. I thought I was already sharing it. Sorry, guys. Shut up. I know. That's the Eye of Sahara.
Looks like a hurricane.
I know it does, doesn't it? But see, nobody can get to it to actually look at it because of the fact that you'll get shot and killed.
It's sacred ground, isn't it?
No, it's not that. It's that that a lot of like rebels live over there and stuff like you. There's gangs and stuff there, basically. Andy or Simon says to me, the Eye of Sahara looks almost like a worn down crater. It kind of does, but yeah, that's my personal take. Anyway, there's a lot to prove, or a lot of.
Well, there's a lot of pissed off people there because there's no way to grow shit.
Well, yeah, maybe
you can't grow vegetables in the fucking town, stupid.
Andy says, personally, I think that it could have been outside of the Mediterranean, the seafloor. They're saying the last ice age.
That's not necessarily true either, Andy. A crater can have more than one ring, depending on the severity on how it collapses inside of itself. Almost like a sinkhole, but this one here has a base to it.
Right. So the satellite has captured human head like portraits, right, around out of the rocky terrain. This was not supposed to happen. The presence of mankind, and we've seen them. We've seen the pictures with the, you know what I mean, the faces looking through. This is here. I'll open this up and show you guys what they're talking about, which is actually pretty interesting when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah, I guess you can kind of see a face in her. Kind of a fucked up face, but
right.
A face nonetheless.
So it says, the first portrait I discovered on Antarctica, this amazing figure wearing a tricorn hat is carved into a delegated rock surface, some 25 meters in height and 32 meters width. It features a human head, Caucasian in appearance, with gentle facial features and lightly expressive eyes. The left cheek facing is pecked with a Cretan-style star, the forehead with a diamond point, and beneath the right eye facing is a small pecked triangle. Just opposite are pecked two linear A characters. Research carried out by Reading University in the UK strongly suggests an advanced civilization did exist many thousands of years ago before the Egyptians, the Sumerians, or the Babylonians. This culture of black people, the Kufian era, due to climate changes, were driven south from their homelands of the Green Sahara, 9,000 to 4,000 BC, or 9,000, 4,000 BC, to eventually merge their allegedly quite advanced technology with less developed people in the southern region. Egypt, for example, that's who they shared their stuff with. So scanning the Ross Sea rocky coastline eventually exposed some 40 or so human head portraits, including animal heads and including those in Table 2, this one, with nearly 100 pecked symbols. He said his method of analysis has been developed for over many years, studying literally hundreds of satellite imagery. I mean, yeah, obviously, it's got to take some freaking time, a long time. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like that. I don't know what it was that you showed me or we were watching,
Mm-hmm.
but that guy that found.
There's another one.
And I think you actually did it on one of your shows. The words that were on the bottom of the ocean floor.
Oh yeah, that's Mr. BBBB.
BBBB.
Yeah.
But I mean.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't care who you are. That was really weird. And he wasn't even looking at that. He was looking at the other lines.
Okay, now with this, if you look at the picture on the right to the picture on the left, the back of the head doesn't nearly go up to as much of a point. And where that symbol is on the side right there, if you look at the one on the left, yep.
Okay.
Look at the one on the left. They don't touch. There's an open spot in there. Where the one on the left, they got it to where it's combined as one symbol.
Well, this is the actual photo.
That's what I'm saying. So when they tried to copy it.
Oh, I see.
They didn't copy it the right way. Do you see what I mean now? Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, way over there.
Yeah, I know.
You see how that symbol is right there?
Yeah.
See the gap in the middle? It doesn't touch like that one does. It hooks out and hooks out. It doesn't touch each other.
Oh, you mean like it, instead of being like right here.
It goes up through. It doesn't touch.
I don't know. It looks, I guess.
And then look at the mouth. The jawline is completely off and out of whack. I mean, I understand they're trying to freehand this and make it look right.
Right.
But at least get it a little bit closer to the actual photo or what you can look at.
Right. But I think he's more or less looking at the symbols. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like these ones down here. That's the same. Here's another one.
Freaky, I wasn't trying to show you my hand.
Oh yeah, you were right in front of the camera. I didn't even think that. I was like,
no, he says what did he say, Eddie? I can't see your hand pointing at things. Oh, you couldn't see what I was pointing at?
Right, I was cursoring it. So there's another one. I mean, and he's looking at these symbols like, I mean, these parts, I'm sure, because obviously it's blurred out, but he's looking at them more detailed, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
Well, then draw it in more detail.
Yeah, that looks more Aztec-y. You're right, Nicole. That does look more Aztec-y than anything.
See, Rain sees what I was saying. How that symbol, it just doesn't match. It doesn't touch in the middle on the last one.
Right.
It has like a full starting point and ending point with a gap in the middle of it.
So what do you guys think? Do you think that, I mean, he's onto something here? Do you think, like, I mean, there are other, obviously, figures in the world that look like faces and such, and they have symbols and that. Do you think it's pareidolia, or do you think it's actually, do you think it's like aliens coming down and putting things on our, you know?
Hey, Mo.
Hey, Mo.
A higher resolution image of the original would be more beneficial than looking at what someone else sees. A bit like EVP. Yep. When people type on the video, kind of like I tried to stop her yesterday, 2 days ago. Well, don't say it.
I know. I did it myself.
Actually, I gotta write the date down on that too.
I agree, Andy. He says, I believe that we are not the pinnacle of the human race. And that's the thing, is we're just so egotistical. Do you know what I mean?
Where'd that notebook go?
I don't know. Oh, it might be over here. Did I take it? I don't know. Here's a notebook.
No, I need the one. It was 2 days ago with that show, right?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Alright, so I can just, yeah.
Simon says some of it could be someone wanting it to be that way, but it could be true about humans being there. Nicole said, we are not alone. We never were, I guess. No, I don't think we're alone. I don't think we've ever been alone. Doing good, Mo. Doing good. How you doing, hon? All right, so the next story up.
But real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Rain, I know you weren't here 2 days ago, and Missy blew this with everybody else. But if you could, go back to Shadow Show, September 1st, and look between timestamp 2:34 to about 2:36 and 30 seconds. And tell me what you hear in there. Nobody put it in chat.
All right. So get this, right? A four-legged whale found in Egypt, named after the Egyptian god Anubis.
I'm good, Mo. I'm good, buddy. Hope you're doing good.
So here's a depiction of it. I don't know if it's their own depiction or what, but
Well, I'm pretty sure it's got to be.
it's pretty freaky. Could you imagine this thing walking around?
Freaky says,
And swimming?
Freaky says, I like how he blast shadows for the other day.
I know, right?
What the hell is that? It don't even look like a whale.
Oh, but it's as big as one.
It doesn't mean
Look at
it's
how
a
big
whale.
that is to...
That's a swordfish. That's a long-ass sword.
So, it goes on to say, Egyptian paleontologists have identified a new four-legged whale species that walked on land more than 43 million years ago. The fossilized partial skeleton of this exotic creature was discovered in Egypt, west of the Nile, in 2008. And after 13 years of intensive study, the paleontologists have concluded that this particular walking whale was unique to the African region. They named this fierce four-legged whale predator
Good luck.
Pimectus Anubis, in honor of the ancient Egyptian god of the dead, Anubis. Yeah, that'd be the god of the dead. He'd go and gobbling everybody.
It just it doesn't even look like a whale.
That's the name of it.
Like where?
In
there. Philomicteus Anubis.
Well, aren't you, Mr.
I know I said it fucking completely wrong, but I said it with confidence.
Right, yeah. The incredible four-legged whale fossil find was unearthed from a layer of rocks in the Fayum Depression, a fossil-rich area in Egypt's western desert. The fossil was dug out of a layer of rock that dates back to the Middle Eocene geology epoch, which covered the period from 48 million to 38 million years ago. At that time, what is now Egyptian desert was mostly covered by a vast sea, and the whale skeleton would have been preserved originally in an area along the coast of the sea. After the discovery, the ancient four-legged whale skeleton was taken to the Mansoura University Vertebrate Paleontology Center for further study. I mean, can you imagine? Now, it should be noted that this is not the first four-legged whale skeleton to be recovered.
KY, what's up?
Hey, KYG, how you doing, hon? Good to see you guys. Oh, now they put the abbreviation. But P. anubis represents a whole new species. So apparently they found other ones. This is in fact several such specimens have been found, all which belong to a group of extinct whales known as proctosids.
What day was that show? We heard EVP Wednesday, right?
Tuesday. Tarot Tuesday.
Was it Tuesday? You sure?
Yes, I was doing readings, honey.
Okay. So that was 4 days ago.
Okay.
I think. What's today? Friday?
Friday. Hey, Carol.
Hey, Carol. Yes, it was Tuesday's show, Rain.
But this is a whole new species of whale. But a whale, you couldn't run from that thing.
Well, if you look at it, what's weird
Yeah.
is its paws are all black, and so is its nose.
Right. Thank you, Freaky, for the lemons.
Thank you, Freaky Geek.
This is where they found it.
On land?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the Egyptian sands.
That's a really, really freaking bad picture.
I know. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh, Sophie. Sophie snuck in? Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Sophie. So interesting, though. But I couldn't imagine. Back then, obviously,
That's okay, Sophie. Thanks for coming in and saying hi.
Yeah, we loved that you came in and said hi. But I couldn't imagine. Of course, back then there was a lot of dinosaurs and shit roaming, right?
Well, yeah.
So, but just if something like that today. Hey, they're seeing pterodactyls, so why can't they see?
It still don't even look like a whale.
Well, they're saying in giving this name P. anubis, the Egyptian paleontologists were inspired by the shape of its head. It bears a striking resemblance to the skull of a jackal-head god Anubis.
Thanks for coming in, Carol. I'm sorry you got a migraine.
I hope you feel better. Take care, hon.
All lights off, dark mask on, pop a couple Advil.
So, whose frightening appearance symbolizes impending death?
Well, that would definitely be impending death.
Well, yeah.
You said one of your biggest fears is always getting swallowed by a whale.
Yeah, I know. That would, oh my God. That just tripled it. I don't know why I have this fear of getting swallowed by a whale. I don't know if I was a fish in the last life or what. But I have this scary, thing about getting swallowed by a whale.
Maybe that's why the sea lion scared the shit out of her so bad.
That could be. Maybe.
She was a salmon in a past life.
Maybe. Thank you, Rain, for the ice cream.
Thank you so much, Rain.
But, I don't know. Maybe we might be onto something here, folks.
We could be. I think we figured out where you finally came from.
Oh, God.
Lots of shit smell fishy around here every now and then. Not in a bad way. Shut up.
No, I know. No, I was reading.
Well, it's because they always cooking fish heads and shit downstairs.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, sweet tiny fish, my ass. She was like the fucking tiger shark.
So here's some skeletons. Screw that shit. Look at that. No. This is,
Was that ripped in half?
No, they're showing it.
I know.
Oh, okay.
And he says, don't think of this critter when you're next down by the sea, Missy. This one could likely outrun you on the land.
I know, right? I'd be screwed. So this is an Archaeoche, I don't know, whale predecessor skeletons. On the right is an Ambelcutus natans, the walking whale that swims. So both of these are whales, but they can walk.
KYG just asked you, hey Shadows, have you heard about a tangle of female sharks? A baby shark was born.
Oh, that's interesting. I thought only like frogs and that were. That's wild.
What the hell is that word?
I don't know. I'm trying to think, but I can't think of
Because
it.
worms are the same way.
Yeah. Where if there isn't one of the other species.
They can switch, yes.
Yeah.
I forget what the hell it's called.
But I mean, seeing those things right there, no, that's not cool.
Hurry back, Freaky. Them don't look like whales. It looks like a dinosaur head.
But those are whales. Those are whales that's how big.
Yeah.
Jesus. Nope. Apparently, I'm not going to go fishing for a while.
Well, fishing season's pretty much over with anyways.
True, but still. All right, guys.
Oh, and no, not a hermaphrodite.
No.
No, they don't carry both at one time. They can actually switch from one to the other.
Yeah, like frogs. If there's a thing of male frogs, one of them will turn into a female.
A female, yeah.
It's survival, race survival.
But just so everybody knows, Shadow bragged that she caught a silver. Well, I haven't been skunked. I caught my fucking silver salmon too. So ha ha.
So, talking about ice, right?
Are we talking about like
Antarctica ice?
Okay.
6 mysterious structures hidden beneath the Greenland ice sheet.
Andy.
There are many hidden wonders beneath Greenland's ice sheet.
But Greenland isn't green.
I'm trying to figure out this dude's name. We're going to call him Nason. This is his name. I'll show you why. God, I feel like I'm doing groups names.
That bad? What the heck?
Yeah.
Fridtjof Nansen.
We're going to call him F.J. Nason. The leader of the first expedition to cross Greenland once described that he found an Arctic as the great adventure of ice, deep and pure as infinity.
Thank you, Mo.
Nason, thank you, Mo.
Fridtjof.
Nason, who made his journey in 1888, could not have known the wonders hidden below the icy landscape beneath his skis. Today, thanks to radar and other technologies, the part of Greenland that sits below 9,800 foot thick ice sheet is coming into focus. These new tools reveal a complex, invisible landscape that hold clues to the past and future of Antarctica. This is one of the pictures. And that looks beautiful. That looks like here. Let me go ahead and share this. I mean, obviously, this is LiDAR. But that's gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. So, this is the world's longest canyon. The Greenland ice sheet hides the longest canyon in the world. Discovered in 2013, the canyon stretches 460 miles from the highest point in central Greenland to Petermans Glacier on the northwest coast. That signifies longer than China's 308-mile-long Yorlung Tsangpo Grand Canyon, the longest canyon on the planet that you can actually see. The canyon plunges up to 2,600 feet deep in places and is 6 miles wide. For comparison, the Grand Canyon, Arizona averages about 1 mile deep and 10 miles across. That's crazy. There you go. That's Heather. What Heather said. Fridtjof Nansen. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Andy. He's my, They said as the ice in Greenland melts in the surface, water carves fissures and reaches the base where ice meets land. So the canyon isn't only the rugged part of Greenland's under ice landscape. Decades of mapping the island by ice-penetrating radar, which usually is mounted on airplanes, have revealed rugged mountain ranges and plunging fjords beneath the ice sheet. So they found a primeval lake hundreds of thousands of millions of years ago. Before Greenland was covered in ice, it was home to a lake the size of Rhode Island and Delaware combined. Today, the lake is a depression filled with sediment. Let me go ahead and open this up so you guys can see this. That's beautiful. There's evidence of meteor impacts and perfectly preserved fossil plants. An ice core dug up by the Cold War era attempted at building a nuclear weapon base was discovered in a freezer in 2007 in a freezer in 2017 and found to hold the perfectly preserved fossil of plants dating 1 million years ago.
Whose freezer?
I don't know. The best way to describe them is freeze-dried. Andrew Christ, lead authority of study in the core and lecturer in the Department of Geology, said, when we pulled... Thank you for the ice creams, Nicole.
What, would be like flash freezing?
Yeah. When we pulled these out and put a little warm water on, they kind of unfurled. So they look like they died yesterday. That's interesting.
Of course. I mean, when you freeze, when you anatomically freeze something, the medical bowel substance and structure of it is going to stay the same.
Right.
But the minute you try to thaw it out, all that composition and everything is going to change.
Right. True.
Well,
so
I'm using big words.
I know, it's scary. Something big's going to happen. Not all the topography below the ice sheets in the Earth is earthly origin. Scientists have found at least 2 likely meteor crashes buried beneath the ice, both on the northwest Greenland.
Welcome back, Freaky.
Welcome back, Freaky. It's chocolate moon cookie time.
Andy says, considering our fad with global warming, it's ironic that there's still more ice in Greenland than there was about 1,000 years ago when the Vikings settled and farmed the place.
Right.
I am not buying in to global warming. That's not happening.
I think she's just taking care of herself.
She is. She is thawing what she needs to thaw now. She'll take care of the rest. Oh, I forgot the cookie. Fluky wants a cookie.
Yes, Fluky wants a cookie.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fluky. Mama, get you a cookie.
Oh. You're going to be in trouble.
So is Heather.
All right, guys, are you ready?
All right.
Are you ready to sign up? Who's my guardians out there? Who is my warriors?
I'm out.
You ready? Because guardians are wanted.
Fight or flight, I'm out.
Space Force launches their new recruiting video.
I'm in.
So you guys want to see it?
Freaky, if there is an ice age, there is no safety. But the problem with the melting permafrost is it is so chemically bad for the human body, it's unreal.
Okay, you ready? Are you ready?
I'm waiting for you. Dun, dun, dun.
Today, space is essential not only to our way of life, it's absolutely critical to the modern way of war. GPS, ATMs, cell phones, gas pumps, traffic lights, power grids, guided missiles, surveillance, RPAs, ground combat control. There's no such thing as a day without space operations. You just don't see them. Earth is only half the battle. Cyber attacks and jamming of our satellites. Microsatellites that can create a debris field. At 17,000 miles an hour, a piece of metal the size of a coin can be weaponized.
Read others.
Now is the time for a military branch with a clear and singular focus on space. A military branch that protects the hopes and dreams of America and our way of life as the space domain becomes more and more contested.
I'm going to stop it there, but you guys, I'll put the link in the description so you can see.
Unfortunately, Spitfire, you're saying we don't need a space force. We already have one. We do have a space force.
Yep.
And I agree. We don't need no more of that. Let's explore beyond what we can explore.
So, Guardians Wanted. Well, let me go ahead and stop sharing. Guardians Wanted is the new recruiting slogan for the National's newest military branch. Space Force.
Me and Andy.
Is described as a separate branch of the military, but within the Air Force.
I am the pilot. He is going to be the guy so fucked up in the back.
According to reports, Space Force is headquartered in the Pentagon and is an independent branch of the military within the Air Force. It has its own chief of space operations, 4-star General J. Raymond, who serves as a member of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, like the heads of the other branch.
Wait a minute, wasn't Project Blue Book kind of the same way? It was their own branch of the Air Force?
Kinda, yeah.
Hi, Cassie.
Hey, Cassie.
They're working on a warp drive in real life. They've been working on that for years.
The Army used a similar slogan, Warriors Wanted, in recruiting campaign that began in 2018. And on the Air Force's Space Force homepage, you can also see the slogan, "The sky is not the limit."
Oh, sorry. Congratulations, Cassie, becoming your grandma.
Any day now, any moment.
Congratulations, Cassie.
So the 6-minute video shows the high-tech environment promised to recruits. Thank you for sharing the video, or my video. Thank you for sharing the live.
Who shared that?
Cassie did.
Thank you, Cassie.
Shows the high-tech environment promise to the recruits joining the Space Force. It also has several testimonies from current Guardians. So, here's the partial list of other military recruiting slogans. Of course, Air Force is. Do you know them? Huh?
Do I know who?
You're
talking about
recruiting slogans.
I'm confused what you mean.
Because
I'm listening, but I'm trying to read chat at the same time.
Okay, so like Army is be all that you can be, right?
Oh, so you're talking about acronyms.
Right.
Yeah, Army ain't ready for the Marines yet.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about recruiting slogans.
Well, that is a recruiting slogan.
That is not a recruiting slogan.
Navy, never again volunteer yourself.
No.
Marines are muscles are required, intelligence not essential. Okay, so
what's the Air Force?
Just bring your flip-flops and a beach ball.
So Air Force is aim high, right?
Okay.
Army is Warriors Wanted and be all you can be.
Okay.
Navy is you and the Navy, full speed ahead. And it's
they're fucking full speed retreat. As soon as they drop us off, they gone.
Navy is also, it's just not a job. It's not just a job.
It's an adventure.
Right. Marines is,
The few, the proud, the Marines.
right. And we're looking for a few good men.
Mhm. But don't forget the 2 women that just completed sniper training course with all them guys
Right.
and graduated in the top 7% of the class.
Gotta give the boy points.
So the Space Force also has, like, you guys have Semper Fi, right?
Well, that's pretty cool. I think Simon already knows it. Join the Space Corps, see the universe, meet your own alien.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
That
So-
is. That's just-
That's a really good. You should send that in, Simon. I mean,
that-
seriously.
that is, you think that up that quick.
That's pretty damn good.
Hell yeah.
So, you know how, like, you have Marines have Semper Fi, right?
Yep.
The motto of the Space Force is Semper Supra, which means always above, which I think that's pretty cool.
Well,
I'm not
if
gonna
you're a
lie.
Space Force, yes, you are always above.
That's pretty freaking cool. Now I got to go watch Top Gun, the new movie. Is it even out yet?
It's been out.
No, I don't think it's out yet. I think the
It should
trailer
be.
is.
No, it's been out. I believe it's been out in theaters already.
I don't know.
And it's what's it called? Just
Top Gun.
Yeah, that's it. And it's what the fuck is his name?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, him.
Yes.
Maverick.
Yes. Okay, so moving on to our next topic. Are you ready for this?
Probably not.
ABC, I saw the video for this. It was crazy. ABC News report is interrupted by a satanic ritual.
Now this I gotta see.
So,
Like the satanic group is gonna walk up while they're doing a
no.
news.
Like somebody cut the feed and
Oh,
put, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it, Simon. Top Gun. Maverick.
Yeah, that's it. So it says continually errors, editing, gaffes, and other mistakes are not uncommon during news broadcasts, right? However, a recent ABC News segment about new animal welfare legislation was unexpectedly interrupted by a clip of something so unusual that it's hard to believe that it actually happened. The particular cutaway, which lasted only around 2 seconds, shows what looked like a satanic ceremony with robed figures chanting "Hail Satan" in front of an illuminated upside-down cross.
Well, Simon says, watch the news, bring your own goat, have a ritual, show it on TV.
Can you imagine that? That I know that you know that editor in the room's going, "What the fuck?" Like
What the hell
he's having a
just
heart
happened?
attack as that's happening.
Well,
This
that's
is
like watching that one news reporter.
this
during
is what was shown. Go ahead.
like watching that news reporter during a hurricane, and all of a sudden that fish out of nowhere just smacks her across the face.
Right, that was me the other day. Or
That was fucking
Couple weeks
funny.
ago.
I felt bad for her, but that was funny. New law proposes prison for hurting police animals.
right, but this is the picture that showed up.
Is that the camera crew's camera set up there on the left?
I don't know. So anyway, the news segment then immediately switched back to the studio presenter, who continued reading out the news as if nothing happened. A closer look at the 2-second clip shows what looks like a studio with camera sitting. Hold on, I got it because I have this scrolled up. A woman sitting in front of a piano keyboard and another individual dressed in some sort of gothic robe. We can only guess as what was going on and how this ended up on ABC News. So here's the whole clip, I think, hopefully.
Somebody's fucking fired.
Right.
Queensland Parliament. The state government announced that
Yeah, it's not going to play right. Of course it's not.
Damn, this thing's had 694,000 views. I didn't know ABC was that big of a news channel.
Yeah, it's not going to play right, but I'll put it in the so you guys can see it.
Yeah, you got to drop that description or that link.
Maybe if I can pull my chat back up. There we go.
Andy, we're going to look at 10:30 tomorrow. I'm going to try to pull a 12-hour shift.
So, with that, can you imagine? Yeah, somebody's definitely fired, but somebody's having a heart attack also.
Yeah, the producer.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You know, he's just like, what? I can imagine what's going on. All right. So, we got another video of Bigfoot.
Oh, boy. You know how I feel about them. It ain't going to be a clear photo. It's not going to be anything like that. So it's going to be like, yep, nope. Might catch me off guard, though.
Right? Excuse me. So, one of the most interesting Bigfoot videos popped up lately, and it's causing some buzz going around the Bigfoot community. They're saying it's one of the best in looks of, because you know how we rate them is basically how well it is to the Patterson Gimlin film, right?
How the clarity of the photo is and stuff like that.
Right. So this one shows apparently a Bigfoot, and it looks like it's carrying an infant.
Oh, that's an old photo.
It's not a photo.
Okay, today is June 1st.
Not that.
You say your name and spell.
If it's what I think it is, it came from a photo. Or a photo.
Yeah.
Photo.
A photo?
Andy says if it ain't blurred and fuzzy, it can't possibly be real.
So let me share this and you guys can see for yourself. Let me get us off the screen so you guys can see it better.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you bring that up any bigger?
It's about as big as I can go.
And it doesn't look like it's carrying anything.
Let me see if I can. No, it's not gonna.
Man, okay, here's the problem I have. Bigfoot only stands, what do they say, 7 foot?
Well, it depends.
Okay, on the average, right? 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
Okay, this water level ain't even to its hips. So why are they so sluggish getting through it?
Well, he does look like he's carrying something, or she.
They might be holding their boobs up.
Nice.
I don't know. It's a pretty clear picture, but you can't get a clear picture of the face. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it looks like it's carrying something.
It's hard to tell. Could be carrying dinner.
Well, yeah, they did say either like a baby or a deer or something.
I mean, it's pretty an amazing film in itself, especially if this is real.
Right. So what do you guys think?
Andy says it looks like someone wearing trousers and carrying a dog.
It's not a. If that's a dude. Hold on, let me.
I mean, it's hard.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I had to look at it again.
I mean, it's not a bad video, but it still convinced me that you caught Bigfoot on film that long, and you have hunters with equipment designed to track Bigfoot, and they can never find him. But you just happen to be at this river.
All right. So.
Wow. Nice shot down. Thank you.
No.
I'm just saying you happen to be at this river and you catch this video.
Well, that's what happens, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
So we'll keep this up while I read this. So they say, let's start with the obvious. Whatever this is, it's big. Big head, big butt, big body, thick legs, thick arms. That would have to be a pretty large human, be a person inside a costume.
Well, you can't see how thick the legs they are. They're buried in water.
No, but raising them up.
Okay.
Along those lines, if it was a human in a costume, its wardrobe assistant managed to find one of the pretty snug fit. You don't see Bigfoot impersonators as costumes that realistic. If this is what Bigfoot really looks like.
Hey, Eli.
Hey, Eli. It says the gait is a normal walking gait. Nothing bearish or ape about it. And this, of course, comes from NVTV, which claims to have received it from an unnamed source and maintains a YouTube, of course, repository for alleged Bigfoot videos. And he slows down the video and magnifies it for some of the stills. So the creature walks past a tree, but it's not a great perspective to judge for height. There are no details given about the owner of the video. That's what I like to hear. I want to know what I was just sitting there and this thing you know what I mean? I'd like to know more of the backstory, definitely, about this.
Well, absolutely. I mean,
and
it's weird to see it out in broad daylight, like just out in the open.
Right. And it says, while the quality is decent, it's still grainy or made to look grainy. Again, with no details, we have no idea of how far away it is.
Or made to look grainy.
Right.
Why would you purposely make it to look grainy?
True. Of course, a possible reason why this video never seemed to show the alleged Bigfoot, like changing facial expressions, blinking, chewing, or something where they, you know what I mean? You can see the face. So, some YouTuber claim to have seen calf muscles moving in the leg. I don't know. What do you guys think?
With Hollywood and technology today, the makeup that they do and the way they can dress a person, could that have been staged? Absolutely. And could it look like Bigfoot? Absolutely. I mean, they can convert us from who we are,
right,
to a dead person that just dug out of the ground after 1,000 years.
True.
So it's hard. I'm not going to say I don't believe it, but there's really not enough proof there to show that it is one.
Right. Heather says anything is possible. You never know.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's not true.
Right.
But there's just not enough visual evidence to prove that that's a Bigfoot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, see, he's got his. Okay, so this is his butt, obviously. His leg, his arm. He is carrying. He. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Bigfoot. Please don't come after me if it's female. He or she could be carrying. It looks like they are carrying something.
All right, stop. As you're explaining this, if you look at it, it doesn't look like fur. It looks like they're wearing a coat.
I think that's why Andy. That's right. Only the shadow knows. No. I think that's why Andy said it looks like an old guy carrying his dog.
And it does. It looks like it's wearing a coat with his hood up.
Well, Nicole says with the camera these days, one should think they could video up close, not always from afar.
Well, even still,
I'm not getting close to that thing.
No, you can zoom in when you're videoing.
Right, I know. Yeah, but that's a pain in the ass. It really is.
But
At least on my phone it is.
To me, it just, and Andy's right, it looks like somebody wearing a coat.
Right.
And they got their hood up. And from that far away, you can't tell, is it a coat? Is it fur? Is it...
Right.
You know, what the hell is it carrying? They say a baby Bigfoot. It didn't look like a baby Bigfoot. You know, I don't know. Tom Sawyer's adult ghost. Wouldn't that have been white? Didn't he have to whitewash the fence?
Lord.
That one, I mean, that is a really, really good one to debate. And you could debate that for hours.
Right.
But the clarity in the picture is not able to get close-ups or zooms in. You just can't.
Maybe he was farther back and it was zoomed all the way in. You don't know. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm not going to say yes, and I'm not going to say no. Like I said, I can't debunk it because it's not close enough to tell.
Hey, right. I'm just, when it comes to these videos, because let me tell you something, when I am out and I'm freaking out about something, I am not thinking about my phone.
Audio going in and out.
Well, I don't know why.
You're froze.
Probably because I had get all my notifications off here. So, anyway, next topic. Artificial intelligence can now help expert analyze footprints, and it has potential to go much further. So, AI could be the future of crime solving. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm just looking at what everybody says. You keep freezing up.
Well, I can't help it, honey.
Put a jacket on.
I know, right? So it says, we rely on experts all the time. If you need financial advice, you ask an expert. If you're sick, you visit a doctor. If you're as a jury, you may listen to an expert witness. In the future, however, artificial intelligence, or AI, might replace many of these people. In forensic science, the expert witness plays a vital role. Lawyers seek them out for their analysis and opinion on specialist evidence. But experts are human with all their failings, and the role of an expert witness has frequently been linked to miscarriages of justice, right? We've been investigating the potential for AI to study evidence in forensic science. In 2 recent papers, we found AI was better at assessing footprints than general forensic scientists, but not better than specific footprint experts. Right? So it's talking about, like, what is a footprint? As you walk around your home barefoot, you leave footprints.
A footprint's like a thumbprint.
Right. As indentations on carpet or as residue on your feet. Bloody footprints are common in violent crime scenes. They allow investigators to reconstruct the events that happen. and perhaps profile an unknown suspect. Shoe prints are one of the most common types of evidence, especially at domestic burglaries. These traces are recovered from windowsills, doors, toilet seats, and floors, and may be visible or hidden from the naked eye.
But see, that I find to be wrong. You want to use shoe tracks. Okay, I get it.
Right.
But that one pair of shoes could produce thousands of pairs, but every pair is going to be the same print.
Right.
It's not like a fingerprint.
Well, yeah.
So
but they're talking about crimes. You still got to, you can tell with the footprints of what happened.
You can. How can you do that? Let's say this person is methodically thought out a plan,
Mm-hmm.
breaks into the house,
Right.
removes his shoes. Now he's in socks. So they show up to investigate. The shoes stop here,
Sarge?
but she's dead in the back room. He comes out, picks up his shoes, walks out the house, puts his shoes back on, and takes off. How are you going to tell me what happened in this situation?
That's what they go to school for. I know, because that's what I was going to be.
But did this guy that showed up that took off his shoes, was he her lover and didn't want the husband to find out?
That's you assuming you can't go in doing that, though, when you're working a project like that or a case like that. You can't do that.
All right.
Hello, the Lazarus Project. How are you?
Hi.
Welcome, welcome. I don't know, but Eddie sounds like he's got everything mapped out.
Not quite yet, because we're on the third floor.
Should I be worried?
Not yet. Not yet. Worry here.
So anyway.
Weeks, I'll have it all figured out.
In the UK, recovered marks are analyzed by police forces and used to search a database of footwear patterns. The size of barefoots can tell you about a suspect's height, weight, and even gender. In a recent study, we asked an expert podiatrist to determine the gender of a bunch of footprints, and they got right just over 50% of the time. Then we created a neural network, a form of AI, and asked it to do the same thing. It got around 90% of the time. Andy, oh my God, what more? To our surprise, it could also assign an age to the track marker, at least to the nearest decade. When it comes to shoe prints, footwear experts can identify the make and model of the shoe simply by experience. It's second nature to these experts, and mistakes are rare. But we've been told that there are fewer than 30 footwear experts in the UK today. However, there are thousands of forensic and police personnel in the UK who are casual users of the footwear database. For these casual users, analyzing footwear can be challenging, and their work often needs to be verified by an expert. For that reason, we thought AI might be able to help. So they're going to basically replace everybody. I mean, AI is going to replace everybody anywhere, but there is still a margin for error. That's right, Simon. Andy said, can you imagine trying to wash all the ink off you from getting a butt print? What's next? Skid marks in the toilet prints? Hey, you never know. That's right, Andy, you're right. He said to my way of thinking, just over 50% success rate has a massive failure rate. Definitely. Did you hear that? I think he was closing the door in the bathroom, which you guys usually don't hear, but I think that's what he was doing.
Celebration time!
Chocolate mooncake time! So, I mean, evidently, at one point, AI is going to. They're saying AI will never replace skilled and experienced judgment as well as well-trained footwear examiner, but it might help reducing the burden of those experts and allowing them to focus on difficult cases by helping the casual users to identify the make and model of footwear more reliably on their own. At the same time, the expert who uses AI will replace the ones who won't or who don't. Right, Andy? Well, no, we need him to shut the door too when he's sitting on after he sits on the loo because I don't want to deal with that. So, I mean, good and bad in AI. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. The Lazarus Project. And my tinfoil suit, clove of garlic, and silver bullets. There you go. And they never leave home without their parachute, too. See, there you go. There you go. That's right, Andy. Keep them away. No, I don't want my sinuses cleared. Thank you very much. All right, guys, next. Plastic surgeons sound the alarm against the new alienized look. So surgeons and nurses are speaking up on social media about the normalization of well-known faces distorted by extreme procedures. Apparently, Dr. Stephen Harris has had it. The owner of Harris Clinic in London, who employs a less is more approach in his use of Botox and fillers, has taken to social media to sound the alarm bells. On Instagram, the doctor, whose Hollywood clients regularly fly across the pond to see for his revered correction work, posted a picture of a stick of dynamite with a ticking clock next to it, writing, "Our industry is fast becoming a breeding ground for mental health illness. What sort of twisted standard of beauty are we creating for the younger generation?" So I guess this guy, I mean, that's pretty cool that because nobody should have to feel that they have to wrinkle free their face. Do you know what I mean? Or do anything. Everybody's beautiful in their own way. So, but I guess he's saying people are alienizing their faces. Here's one example. I think she is beautiful on the left. I don't know. I don't like plastic surgery anyway. Right? But nobody should. Yeah. Me neither, Nicole. Me neither. I don't feel like anybody should have to feel that they should change their way they look, no matter what. But he's like, a particular concern is how twisted imagery of beauty is influencing the younger generation. Getting an abundance of filler at an early age while the skeleton is still developing could adversely affect the facial anatomy. And we don't know the consequences yet. I mean, but don't get me wrong, on the other side of that as well, I think it's all right to do anything to your body that, I don't know. I'm like torn because I don't feel like anybody should have to change the way they look to, feel better about themselves. But if you like to, like, I don't mind, hey, Lady Blind Wolf, like, I'm a piercer. I like getting piercings. And if I had all my piercings in, you'd be like, what the fuck? Right? But, because I express myself that way. Well, that's just it. Yeah, that's why I hardly ever wear makeup anymore. It's like, yeah, you know what? I like who I am and the way I look, and if nobody else does, oh well. I like being raw. I like, what you see on camera is how I am in the real world. Am I not, Eddie?
Yes, you are. And actually, I don't know how it got on this topic, but I can tell you this. Hi, Lady Blind Wolf. Sorry I didn't see you. I was away. A woman that wears lipstick, I can't fucking stand it. I hate a woman that wears lipstick.
And I can vouch for that. I mean, if I sit there and put on lip gloss and go to kiss him, he's like, right? You've done that many times.
Nope. Don't even. Nope.
Oh, thank you, the Lazarus Project. Thank you.
I wonder why, Andy. Oh, thank you for subbing.
Definitely. Thank you. But I mean, that's just the thing. I really, but I feel like people should be able to express themselves their way.
Absolutely. Be you.
Yeah, but don't do it because you feel that if you don't, you won't fit in or whatnot.
But it also goes along the lines of just being you. Trying to be somebody else never works because that person's already taken. So just be you.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, touching on that, let's go ahead.
Yes, Freaky Geek. It was a protest against animals. That's what that big war was back in the day.
With lipstick?
All makeup products.
Well, yeah, that I can understand.
But
yeah,
lipstick, if
I think it was something different, though.
No, if you go back 30, 40 years and look at some of the ingredients in lipstick.
Today even, they're made with bugs.
Well, okay. But not household pets.
Well, no, the testing. That was it, the testing. But I think it was different.
No, I can't stand any kind of lips. I don't care what color it is. Do not put shit on your lips. It just...
But the thing of it is, honestly, the reason why, because my face is fucked up, but it's in a good way because it's my face. I don't care. No, listen to what I'm saying. It is a bitch to put makeup on this face. Do you want to know why? First of all, I have no top lip.
Okay. You got oily skin.
Yes, I do. But I have one almond-shaped eye and one regular-shaped eye. So that's hard to freaking, in its own self, put an eyeliner on.
Get it balanced.
Yes. And my poor daughters, both of them are the same way. But that's what I'm saying. So
Nicole, I've told Missy that for years.
Yes. But I really believe it now. You know what I mean? I don't care.
But no, you feel more comfortable in your own skin.
Yes, definitely. I do.
It's only taken me 8-9 years to convince you of that.
That's beautiful, Lazarus Project. Yeah, not going to lie. I like it when a woman makes themselves up, but I also don't want them to be afraid to take it off.
Absolutely.
That's a beautiful way of saying it. That really is. Because I'm not going to lie, as a woman, getting all made up and going out and that's, yeah.
But there's also a standard to that, too. if you want to make yourself up and look beautiful, I get that. But when you put the makeup on and you want to look like a little tramp, I want nothing to do with that. Maybe it's because of our age, but no, thank you.
That's true, Freaky Geek Nicole.
A little goes a long way.
The thinner your lips, the bigger the mouth. That could be. But you're right. Yeah, a little goes a long way. But I totally, Lazarus, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Yeah, getting made up, it means something important. You know what I mean? It means something you
feel special.
Yeah. Women like to get made up to feel special, definitely.
And that's the night that a true man should open the car door.
Right.
Reach his hand out, escort her. That's what that's all about.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the same way of just jumping in a vehicle with you, the way we are. Let's go to the bar and have a drink.
Right.
And I'm just as comfortable.
Right, yeah. All right.
Dear UK government, please don't throw the country into lockdown again. I am back in the tattoo studio in 2 weeks' time and don't want another cancellation.
That sucks. See, that's why you get a relative that...
And what really sucks, though, is we got one tattoo parlor in this town.
Yeah.
And they've got nothing but bad reviews.
Well, no, we got the other one that comes in, too.
That is the one.
No, I'm not going to say their name, but okay.
They're in the same building.
Probably, because there's not many places you can run out for anything.
I don't know if I want another tattoo.
See, I'm scared to get a tattoo. Not because, I mean, I don't mind one needle, but a million needles, I don't.
It's not a million. It's only like 6 at one time.
Well, there you go. Still. Not only that, if I get one, I know people that get, my niece is a tattoo artist. I know I'm going. Lisa.
Lisa, yes. I knew her. It was right there.
Right. But,
I just heard the pop bottle cap.
Yeah, I heard that too. I don't know where that was from.
Well, it's not for less pain, but it just covers more area.
But the thing with it is I know I'll get addicted to them. Do you know what I mean?
You can, but you can also control that.
Well, I've controlled my piercings.
Well, let's see. I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 tattoos. I haven't gone ape shit.
Yeah, but I know how I am.
I mean, this one here, I'll show everybody. I don't know how clear it'll come in. I got that one.
Yeah, you can't really tell the color, but
when I was 16 years old. So that tattoo is 34 years old.
But what it doesn't show on the computer, though, is it's still brightly colored. I mean,
oh, yeah, it is.
You know, it's a beautiful tattoo.
It's still got a lot of color to it. Okay. For being as old as it is.
All right, guys. So, shall we move on?
Yeah, but no, Andy, no. I'm barely affording a wax kit. Let alone get a fucking tattoo. Thanks, Laz. It was done from a friend of mine way back.
That one's what? 340 years ago? Lasted well.
Yeah. Damn sure feels that long.
There you go, Nicole. She said, if I don't have anything to read, I can still watch Andy's tattoos. All right, so they're asking a question. This comes from Discover Magazine. Can science explain near-death experiences? I know exactly what they're probably going to say, because you guys know when it comes to Freaky News Friday, I don't read the articles obviously. And, you know, because I like to read them with you guys. But they're probably, I imagine it's the chemicals in our brain. But I know what I had with my near-death experience. I know what I felt and what, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I totally don't think science can explain near-death experience.
Right.
I really don't. To them, you're dead. But your body and soul knows you're still alive.
Right.
Like you are still attached to your soul.
Right.
And your body knows that.
Gotta give the boy
But-
points.
To a scientist, all they see is you're dead.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you're alive again.
Right, yeah. So at the end of Plato's Republic, the philosopher Socrates shares the myth of Er, a warrior who was killed in battle, and 12 days later the man comes back to life to tell the other world he had seen. His soul.
So he
says-
wasn't dead, he was in a coma.
His soul, he says, left his body to arrive at a mysterious place where others were judged for their deeds and luminous beings descending above them, from above. Well, it's not ER's, it's ER's. Experience sounds like the stuff of legends. Strikingly similar accounts have been reported by real people, stretching across cultures and entire eras in human history. From ancient Greece to the present day, people who survive brushes with death often recount a sense of shedding of the physical body and entering another realm or dimension. Some describe intense feelings of peace and passing through a dark tunnel towards a bright light and re-experiencing life events in rich panoramic detail. Scientists and doctors categorize these events as near-death experiences, or NDAs. Hey, Stephen. How you doing?
Steven, and while we're there, just real quick, Giggles, can you type in what you mean by that? Eddie, are you being filmed again? I didn't understand that. But I'm listening to you. It was just like, what do you mean, am I being filmed again? I'm on camera right now.
Well, Lazarus, are you going to be around Monday? I mean, we can do a show on near-death experiences, and if you want to share your story, you're more than welcome to come up and share it.
Absolutely.
We love it. Or if you don't want to come up on camera,
Actually, I
You
think
can
they'd
go
be
to-
the first person, wouldn't they?
you can go to my website and go under podcasts. Yeah, what Nicole said.
Yeah, we're doing good, Steven.
Well, no, I was going to tell them to go to the podcast portion, and you can even voicemail it.
Yep.
There's a button on there to voicemail it.
So you don't have to type it all. You can just
But
say
yeah,
it.
we'll do a show. All right, so Monday show, Paranormal, we'll talk about near-death experiences.
Wow. Now Simon wants to know if
Okay,
you know the links. Reach out, talk.
sure, Simon. So we'll do that.
Then went to bottle.
Freaky's joining the live stream?
Yeah, that's a near-death experience.
In itself. So it says, while there is no widely accepted definition of NDEs, the term typically refers to the mystical, profound experiences that people report when they're close to death. They're most common in patients who survive severe head trauma or cardiac arrest.
Stop. Simon, no. You need to send it the shadows because I don't have the setup for it to play on her show.
Well, when you come into the room, Lazarus and Simon,
I was talking about Simon.
okay. What I was going to say is I'm not one to just have to go around sending links to people. I'll just put it in the,
Description?
I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. Simon wants to know, can I send it to the Shadows Facebook page? That's the thing, Nicola. He doesn't want to type that much. He wants to be able to just talk about it.
Yeah, so when you guys pop in, you'll see the link. I'll post it in chat and then we'll do that. Yeah, sounds like a plan. So it says such events happen more than you might think. In U.S., the estimated 9 million people have reported NDE, according to the 2011 study of Annals of New York Academy of Science. These individuals, or NDEers, are often deeply changed afterwards. And that's true. I was changed.
I got to ask this question.
Okay.
If you're in a coma, isn't that in your death experience? You can hear certain things, certain people. You can see certain things and what's going on. But your body is not responding.
Your body's rusting. That's why.
So is that close to a near-death experience?
Now I've only known one person to be in a coma. And when they come out, they told their story of how they lived an entirely different life.
While they were in the coma.
While they were in the coma, yes.
Stephen,
I believe
it snowed in a town about 7 hours from us 3 days ago.
But and he was in a coma. I believe, if I can remember, it was either 3 months or 6 months. I don't know why I can't remember which one it was, but he was in a coma for 3 months or 6 months, and he lived a totally different life. Awesome. Thank you, Lazarus.
I mean, so basically...
But see, I knew I wasn't living a life when I had my near-death experience.
Well, okay. So he totally forgot about his life here.
Right.
And went back in time to what his life was.
Or forward in time to where in a different timeline.
All right. I won't take that away.
Right.
Okay, so that's pretty wild. Okay.
Yeah. Where I knew what was happening. I knew that I was dying. Kind of. Do you know what I mean?
Kind of like when I drowned.
Right.
I knew I was dying. It was the end.
So it says, such a... Oh, I already read that part. Others struggle to readjust to everyday routine, baffling loved ones on their new beliefs or divorcing their spouses. Even blissful or euphoric NDEs can leave survivors feeling angry or dismayed to be alive again. Right, Lazarus. Yes, I had the same experience. Yes.
Pure love and joy.
Yeah. And connectivity. I felt connected to everybody. Like there
was no hate.
There was no hate, but there was nobody more important than another. Do you know what I mean? Like I loved everybody equally. So in the past 40 years, more and more scientists have probed the phenomenon. Yet despite almost half a century of investigation, researchers still don't agree on what's happening during NDEs or whether they can be explained at all. Some attribute them to hallucinatory flights of imagination, the last gasp of a dying brain, but others are exploring what NDEs may unlock about our understanding of human consciousness, and possibly that it continues even more after our bodies and brains power down.
Steven says he likes your 1980s black and white shirt.
Thank you. That's right. It's the best time to be alive, the 80s. Thank you very much.
Just a quick comment back to, I think it was Nazareth. I think that's your name, right?
Lazarus?
Yes. He says, I wasn't out long. Or no, it was Nicole.
Nope. He said, I wasn't out long, but it was truly amazing. Is that what you were talking about?
To you might have seemed like you weren't out long, but I can almost bet you were out longer than you thought.
That's same with me. I don't know how long. Thank you, Nicole, for the lemons. I appreciate that.
I was born in '86, but I'm an old soul. Fuck. I'd switch bodies with you happily. I was born in '70, and I feel like I'm 300 years old.
So I'm going to save this article and talk about it more on Monday. That way, so Monday will be a show about near-death experiences and possibly astral travel and all that, because I've and out-of-body experiences. The difference between them, my take on them at least, and everybody else's take. I'd like to hear your takes on them. Obviously. That's why I do these shows, because I like hearing you guys' thoughts.
And it's funny because talking about drowning and dying, I drowned once. I was pronounced dead. I was dead for 3.5 minutes. And then 11 years ago, when I almost drowned in swift running waters at the Tonawanda.
It was 9 years ago.
No, because we've only been here 5 years.
Yes. I know, it seems a lifetime, right?
I know, right? But yeah, I almost drowned in that water. I ended up with hypothermia. The water was running so hard that it actually sucked the sock off my foot, my shoe. So, when it comes to talking to people about something like that, Shadows is, she's very aware. And when she speaks, she ain't telling you nothing but the truth.
Yeah, I can only go by what I felt and what my experiences was, and and I believe everybody should have a voice like that. If they've had an experience, that's one of the reasons I started the show. So everybody should have a voice if something's going on, and they need help, or
Freaky Geek, you know what I meant.
or tell their story and not be judged. I wanted a place like that where people, you're the best. You are the best around. Oh my God, I didn't play my freaking...
What are you talking about?
I didn't play my full intro today. I just realized that after hearing that. I don't know why it came to my mind.
Holy crap.
All right, well, I'll play it on the way out. I don't know if I have any lemons to give today. I'm trying to figure out my check and how to get money to it, or get money off of it, I should say.
Why didn't you just use my card to buy lemons?
I don't know.
Can you do it real quick?
Maybe. No, because I got to go through Amazon.
Oh, yeah, no, that'll take you a while.
Yeah, it'll take me a minute.
Sorry, guys. I offered to pay for the lemons.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't. But I will get some more lemons to give away.
We will set it up. We'll do a random chest draw. Nobody will know which day. And there's probably going to be about 600 lemons in there. And nobody's going to know what day it is except Shadows and me.
Thank you, Melanie.
Thank you, Melanie.
For the diamond. Thank you.
No, you're good, Lazarus.
Oh, no, believe me, that's okay. No, I just, Nicole.
Wow, Nicole.
Thank
enough.
you. She said, woohoo.
But yeah, I'll set up the surprise. Shadows will set it up.
You don't have to give me any lemons. I believe me. I didn't even think about it before. Well, we were kind of late.
I'll keep my fucking money. Fuck you.
No, I just haven't bought lemons. But anyway, God, because I'm proud. I like my intro. I'm going to play the second part of my intro.
No, everybody, the show is not starting over.
Yep, it's starting over. Telling you. Jesus, I can't remember how to get there.
See?
All right, here we go.
Look, Lazarus sent one.
You watching me, yeah, all eyes on me, 'cause I've been living the good life. So come fly with me into my fantasy, and we be loving the good life, good life.
I think this dream now just hit me. Why don't you just go there with me? Surf in the skies and splash in the clouds, dance in the crowds and laugh out loud.
There we go.
Now, that was a hell of an intro.
I love that freaking intro. I love it. But anyway.
That was pretty amazing. I ain't going to lie.
I love that intro. I love that song. Took me forever to find that freaking song.
I got to work on all my shit. I paid for everything, but she ain't doing nothing to help me.
I'm fired. He fired me.
But yet she still spends the money.
Well, duh. Duh. But anyway, with that being said, guys, I'm weird. I don't know what to do because I can't give out lemons. So I'm like, I don't know how to end the show.
Apologize to y'all until next week when we can actually put lemons back. Yes, Nicole, we know we can change the lemons. We know we can do all that, but we treasure the gifts that you guys give us. So it's like we don't want to eat up what you give us for the lemons. You're not here to pay for the lemons.
All right, Andy.
That's our job.
Please do. That would be fucking awesome. All right, let me go ahead and put up the credits as Eddie says his goodbyes.
I just want to say to all the ladies, hugs, gentlemen, fist bump, stay safe, stay strong. We're going to beat this. We're close. Just keep it up.
All right, guys, with that being said, I want to say thank you to everybody that came in today to hang out with us, who, stepped up and chatted in the room, and the lurkers. We love each and every one of you. I want to say thank you to all my new followers today, my podcast peep, my YouTube peep, my D-Live peep, and my Twitch. You guys are amazing, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So obviously we're off for the weekend, but head on over to Chaos's channel he takes over Saturdays and Sundays, him and Andy. And
Master of Mayhem.
The Master of Mayhem. Chaos and the Master of Mayhem. There you go. And with that being said, guys, we love each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And we'll be back Monday for Paranormal Monday Musings. And obviously we're going to talk about near-death experiences and everything else that goes with it. With that being said, we love you guys so much. Hold on, there's so many
Couldn't do this
controls.
without you.
We couldn't do this without you. All right, guys, take care, be safe, and remember, find something today that makes you smile with your eyes.